Okay, so this is the very beginning of the run. Right there is a wild boar. See, take a look at that. See that? That's a wild, come over here.
I think Austin already hit it.
I haven't.
This is what we're concerned about at night. This is a wild boar. Now these are not razor sharp tusks, but according to Jacob, this could attack you at any time during the night. They run in packs. So Eddie, you ready for this?
Yeah, sounds like a good time. Yeah.
So today we start 500-mile relay across Texas. We've already had an argument about whether or not it's faster to use a bicycle or run, and I just finally said, I'm done. We had all the time to talk about this, so now we're running. So, people that have self-esteem do esteemable things. Here we are doing something some people would call completely crazy. These guys are morbid. They're filming this.
This is totally going on Facebook.
So, we're getting ready to run. We're gonna run the first mile together. We'll run the last mile together, and yeah. A 108. So, people that have self-esteem do esteemable things. Here we are, about to run across Texas. This is going to be an incredible race. Not really a race, but a run. And there's going to be a lot of teamwork that's involved. Teamwork is important. Shared goals are important. This run, we have a very clear-cut goal. To run from this starting point about 550 miles to a place called Maryville, Louisiana. There's 8 of us and we're running together. We have a shared goal. We know what our different tasks are going to be. We know what's going to be required for us to be able to do this. Why are we running across the state of Texas? Because people that have self-esteem do esteemable things. If you want to be successful, I want to be successful, I have to take action. And as Tony Robbins says, massive amounts of action. Taking action is the key to success. It doesn't matter who you are. If you want to be successful, we have to take action in order to acquire our goals, to acquire whatever we want to happen. If you want to go out with a girl, you got to ask her out. If you want a great job, you got to ask for the job. You got to put yourself in a position to be able to get that great job. If you want a really nice house to live in, you got to ask to be able to get that really nice house. My wife Leslie and I were down in South Beach, Florida a couple of years back, and we were on one of our anniversary trips. And there were restaurants right next to the ocean, and they were beautiful restaurants, but a lot of them had outdoor seating. And we looked at one of the menus and it was $50 for a pizza. $50 for a pizza. That's high price. And then the soft drinks were probably $2, $3, $5 a piece. And so I said to Leslie, I said, let's take a walk over 2 or 3 blocks away from the ocean and see if we can find a pizza restaurant there. And sure enough, we found a little pizza restaurant. I think it was a totally takeaway pizza restaurant. So we went over there and we bought a pizza, 10 bucks. And as we were walking back, we got it in the to-go container, and as we were walking back to the ocean, we stopped at a convenience store and bought a liter of Coca-Cola. We got back to the ocean and we sat between the restaurant and the ocean. We sat in the middle. So we had the same view, if not better view, than the people that were at the restaurant. And we didn't have to ask for refills for our soft drinks because we had a large container of Coke. And we had the pizza right there, so we didn't have to wait. So we saved about $35 to $40 because we also didn't have to tip. But we got to enjoy basically the same experience that people were spending $50 plus. Using our mind to be resourceful, to think outside of the box. Really not just thinking outside of the box, just to think. You know, thinking is one of the toughest things that we do as humans, is to have a problem and to really think about what the solutions are for that problem. Now, when I take action on something, and I get not the desired result, then I got a choice to make. Do I want to continue to take that wrong action, or do I want to take the right action? And what is the right action? It's probably going to be something different than what I did before. Now, I did not start out as a long distance runner. I started out with a goal of running 1 mile. Actually, I even broke it down to a smaller size. I started out with running 1 block. If I could run 1 block, then I could run 2 blocks, and then I could run 3 blocks, 4 blocks. It finally took me probably 2 to 3 weeks to get up to where I ran an entire mile. What I would do is I would run and then I would walk. And I would run and walk, and I got up to a mile. And I was in my 20s when I did this. Today I'm 61 years old, and I can run 9, 10, 15 miles without stopping. But I built up to it. I've taken massive amounts of action in order to be able to be a long distance runner. And I love to run. I really enjoy running. It reduces my stress. It helps me to stay in great physical shape. And it really feeds my mind with great positive energy. No matter how good or how bad the day's been, when I get out and start running, I just feel better. And when I run with other people, it's great because we talk about all different kinds of topics, all different places that I've been able to run. Now, on one of my runs, a friend of mine recommended I get a Garmin running watch. And I used my Garmin running watch as we went across Texas to make sure my pace was on target. And also, now I have a map online of every place I ran as I came across Texas. It is so cool. Now this is another thing that I can leave a legacy. My daughters can see where I've run. I can see where I've run. You know, it's just kind of cool. I've been able to run all the way across the state of Texas. Now, in October or September, I'm going to run from Maryville, Louisiana towards St. Augustine, Florida. It's about 800 miles, and I'm not sure how far we're going to run on that run, and I'm not sure how many people we'll have. Probably somewhere myself and 7 other people. Seemed like that was really a great number. We had 8 of us running, and it was really an incredible run. So probably have that about the same amount of people. About 7 or 8 people will be running with us. The first mile and the last mile. The first mile of this run, there was a lot of anxiety. There was some anxiety because we were getting ready to do this 550-mile run, and we didn't know what to expect. The last mile was kind of sad because we've been together for these days, and we had a lot of laughter, we had a lot of just good friendships, and it was a lot of fun. And that was coming to an end. What's next in your life? What are you looking forward to? What are you looking forward? Are you looking forward to the weekend? Are you looking forward to next month? Are you looking forward to summer? Are you looking forward to Christmas? What are you looking forward to? What are your dreams? Are you looking for the perfect partner for your future? Are you looking for financial freedom? Are you looking to maybe be able to do 20 pull-ups? What is it you're looking forward to? We gotta have dreams. We gotta have dreams, things that we want to accomplish, things that we want to do, things we want to see and experience. What are your dreams? People that have self-esteem do esteemable things. I say that over and over and over because I believe it so much. I believe that when I do good, I feel good. Picking up trash, how simple is that? To take a sack and go out and pick up 5, 10, 15 pieces of trash. That doesn't take a lot of effort. It doesn't take a lot of investment. It just makes me feel better when I go out and pick up trash. How can we help other people? You know, we can help other people by giving people something to eat, or by teaching people how to make the money in order to be able to feed themselves. In other words, we can give a person a fish, or we can teach a person how to fish. And when I try to teach someone else how to fish, I become a better fisherman. The more I give, the more I live. I am so happy that we ran across Texas. And I'm so happy to have the experience with the people that ran. It was so much fun. It didn't cost a lot of money. It was an inexpensive vacation. And I feel better about myself. How many people do you know that have run across Texas. There's not a lot of people that have run across Texas. There's people that jump out of airplanes. I've never done that, but some people love to jump out of airplanes, hopefully with a parachute. I've never jumped out of an airplane and I've never had a desire to. But I gave a car away one day. That was incredible. And it wasn't like an Elvis Presley brand new Lincoln. It was just a good, dependable, safe car for someone that really needed a way to get around. And it was paid for. I gave it to him free and clear. I saw that person driving the car, and they weren't riding in the car by themselves. They had other people that they were giving rides to. So the person that didn't have a car, that now got a car, was able to help somebody else. We're all in this together. Help one another. Do things for other people. The more we give, the more we live. If you like this video, please like it. If you're not a subscriber yet, please subscribe. I've done 107 other videos, and I encourage you to watch those videos. I'm a person that started with nothing financially and not a very good education, and I've become a multi-millionaire. And I've done it by two things. One is by having great habits, and two is by having and understanding the law of compounding and putting it into practice. I've got to have great routines, and those great routines make great habits. And then understanding the law of compounding and put it into practice. It's no magic, it takes time. Maxwell talks about we overestimate what we can get done in a day, and we underestimate what we can get done in a long period of time. That is the law of compounding. Thank you for watching.